Michelle, thanks for coming along today. I wonder if you could tell us, first of all, where you were born and brought up, where you were raised.
Yeah, I was born and raised on the streets of Liverpool in a small town called Kirkby. I've lived there all my life for the past 24 years. It's a nice little small community and everyone gets on really well.
Yeah, you obviously played for Everton, so are you a true blue, or is there a bit of a red in?
Yeah, no red in me whatsoever. I'm a true blue. I've been an Evertonian. The whole house is an Evertonian, so if I was a red, I don't think I'd be able to live there anymore. But yeah, I'm a true blue. I've been at Everton since at the age of 11, so I've been there for 13 years now.
Okay, I mean Liverpool's very culturally diverse and has been over the years, and there's been lots of immigration to the city for decades. Has racism ever been anything you've come across?
Yeah, I'd say, especially with me being a teacher at the moment, I'm coming across all sorts of racism from different backgrounds, but it's just how to deal with them, and children are coming up to me on different days, expecting me to be their role model really, and I'm there to look out for them and give them advice on what to do, whether it be in girls getting bullied in football, from that to little things.
Yeah, so what would your advice be to a young person, one of your children that said that they were being bullied, or that someone was being racist towards them? What would you say to them to do?
My advice to somebody if they came up to me, I'd just say to not suffer in silence. There is some help out there, whether it be on social media, ask your teacher at school, your football coach, or there's helplines as well that you can contact as well.
Yeah, just report it and get something done about it. Have you ever witnessed racism in football at all?
Personally, I haven't witnessed any for me, but I have seen a lot of girls being bullied because being females and playing a male generated game. So I have witnessed a lot of that, but a lot of girls tend to stick up for the boys' side to it, and that's where they have a dropout rate. Where for me, if different personnel, because I'm a bit tougher, some girls have actually dropped out because of the racism shouts of, oh, you're male, you're too butch, only butch players play football. So for me, I think it's just about treating everyone equally and joining everyone together and working as a team.
So you've experienced a fair bit of discrimination then, whether it be racism or, as you mentioned there, against gender. So your advice is really just to seek advice, and you support each other, I guess, as players as well, do you? Yeah,
definitely. I think it's more the gender with the women's football, but as I said, no one should suffer in silence and speak to the coaches. Social media, it's a lot of that these days, and there is help out there.
In the Everton team, have you got a mix of different cultures and religions?
Yeah, over the years we've had different people from different backgrounds, and do you know what, everyone should be treated the same, and that's all across the world. Everyone should be treated equally, and that's what we do to get the best result out of. We treat everyone the same.
Yeah, and I assume that helps you as a team as well.
Yeah, definitely. It brings everyone together, and I think that's an important role to have in the team, to be successful, as the support of every single player in the team.
Yeah. So in your team, there wouldn't be anyone that, if they were suffering racism or discrimination, that they'd be too frightened to report it?
No, definitely, especially with us all being adults, so we know how to recognise that and who to go and speak to, but I can guarantee that doesn't happen in the women's game.
Yeah. So for children, is it important to report discrimination and racism? Is that something that you think that you strongly believe they should do? Yeah,
definitely. Whether it be a minor to a major, I think all children should report it, and I think children should be aware of who they can report it to. So, for example, the teachers in schools. With me being a teacher myself, I'd like to see more of it, because I do know a lot of young people do suffer in silence, but it's just having that confidence to go and actually speak to someone or opening up, which sometimes you find that hard in children, but I think that could be an issue where they need to speak out more and be confident to go and tell someone about it.
There's been lots of reports recently about racism towards immigrants. We said earlier that Liverpool's very culturally diverse, and immigration has always been a feature of Liverpool as a city. Is that something that you've witnessed or have got any views upon?
Yeah, I couldn't say that I have witnessed that around Liverpool. As you said, there is a lot of different people from different backgrounds, and I think Liverpool as a whole, anyone coming into the city will tell you themselves that it's a togetherness feeling. Everybody treats everyone equal.
Yeah, so everyone's got a part to play in the society in making Liverpool the city it is.
Yeah, and up to now I think that's everyone's been playing that part, no matter what background they're from. I think everybody is treated the same.
Good. There's been a lot of incidences still in football recently around racism. Do you think progress has been made despite some of the things that we're reading and hearing recently?
Yeah, I do. I have seen a bit in the paper in the past coming weeks, but I do think it's getting better, and people are actually opening up and coming out and seeking help. Like you said, there is a lot of campaigns out there that can support them, and even going to speak to someone. Show racism the red card.